Hi Pisces, welcome back to As Above, So Below Healing Tarot, where you are the magic. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Pisceans. So Pisces, let's get into this. So we have the 8/8 portal on Saturday, and we are also entering eclipse season. So we have a new moon in Leo with a lunar eclipse on the 12th, which is next Wednesday. And this is a really big time for putting your manifestations out there. And this is also a time of endings, like big radical changes. I know last September was when I left my spa job working as an employee and I started doing my own thing. So this is a really big shift. We also had the North and South nodes switch out of Pisces and Virgo. So we have a lot of big transformations happening right now. But if you utilize this energy to really move forward with your manifestations, this can be big life-changing energies coming for you. But we're gonna see what's going on in your realm. I have my Mermaid's Oracle. So let's see what's going on. Spirit, what's going on for Pisces? Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. I love this. Pisces, I've also been feeling like bad bitch rising energy. You are really taking in your grace, your beauty, your essence, and you're really claiming that. And you have Song of the Siren, the call, summoning, voice to acknowledge. So by you using your voice, by you really putting your magic, your authentic self out there, it is radiating and it's going to attract new opportunities and new people to you. We're gonna go with the Halloween Oracle here. All right, let's see. Vampire, emotional intelligence. Okay, Pisces, I'm really picking up that you have learned a lot of lessons surrounding emotional vampires, surrounding people who have been siphoning your energy, and it has really had you boss up and level up to be able to have that discernment of I know exactly what this person is, I know what their intentions are, and I am not falling for it. I have the emotional intelligence to move out of this situation. And I feel like you have left situations that siphon you. And this has been a big theme coming up. So people need to hear it. But I think that you're really coming into a big understanding of why things happened the way that they did. And it has had you become a new version of yourself, because I think in the past, operating from a space of, peace, love, which is totally Piscean energy, but it's really had you build a strong backbone. And it's interesting because I'm seeing like a spine with spikes on it. So it's almost like, don't fuck with me in this era. You are really putting your everything into yourself, your development, and you're not letting the bullshit get you down. You're not feeding the fear or the lower vibrational energies that perhaps you've been in for a long time. You have emotional loss, yeah. So again, I feel like you have lost people who you loved, and it also feels like you were in a state of mourning, and remembering that the good times that you had with these people. But unfortunately, I feel like you had to make really hard choices to exit. Two things can be true at the same time. You can still love people, but also need space. You need to put up boundaries. And this is the period of time where you're absolutely needing that. You have recognition and reward. And when you level up, Pisces, it's a catch-22 situation, because it means that your vibration has shifted and perhaps other people around you, theirs haven't. And it means that you outgrow dynamics, you outgrow certain people where you have connected with for a certain period of time. But now you are recognizing the energies that you need to be surrounded with, and the energies that you need to be able to sustain yours and to up level, because I think that you're answering a call, you're answering some sort of purpose that you have been feeling, but you haven't known how to maneuver through, you know. And I also feel like you are in a bit of a solitude era too, so you can hear yourself, your guides, your intuition even more. I think that you're putting that above everything else right now. All right, let's get into the tarot. Spirit, let's see what's going on. Please help me in delivering the most magical messages. And of course, the Magician came out. Love this. As above, so below. All right, Spirit, what else is going on here? And the Hierophant. I love this. You are committing to your magic. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. And you see the steps here in the Hierophant. I think you know that this journey isn't going to be quick. It's not going to be easy, but you are down for the journey. You're down for the ride because you know that the growth is going to happen in the journey, but you really are ascending in what it is that you're putting out, the developing of who you are, whatever this is for you. And I feel like you're doing a lot of internal work. You're really looking at yourself and you're saying, what's holding me back? What is holding me back from being this version that I always thought that I could or couldn't be? You know, what are the steps that I need to take to really elevate myself? And I think that you're taking the actions to get yourself there. I love this, Pisces. This is awesome. All right, Spirit, what else is going on? The Sun. Oh my God. This is total Leo, serious energy and the world. Oh, chef's kiss. I love this. Bad bitch rising, baby. And then my overhead light just flickered. So you have the World. You have closed out a draining cycle. And I think at one point this situation served you, but you are now riding the wave. You're riding the wave of your destiny. And you have the Sun and you have the Queen of Wands here. So you have the Magician, the Hierophant, the Sun, and the Queen of Wands. This is total enlightenment energy, Pisces. And you are giving more vitality to the joy, to the expression that your soul wants to express. I love this because in the Sun and the Light Seers, it's actually a sunflower, and sunflowers are the symbol for spirituality. And the Queen of Wands is the shadow work queen. So I think that you are also really embodying a new way of expressing yourself. Whereas you may have been more passive in the past, now you're like, I'm owning my bad bitchiness. And you're attracting other people who are also confident because you're radiating and you are vibing at that level. So, oh, I love this. This is beautiful. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna clarify the Magician here, Spirit. Why is the Magician here for Pisces? Queen of Cups, that's you. Yes, I think a lot of you are also doing mirror magic. Seven of Wands, yeah, you're protecting your magic. Temperance, yeah, this is total guidance here. You have the Queen of Wands, you have Temperance, and you have the Seven of Wands. So this is all about protecting what you are building, protecting who you are in this elevation, in this new cycle. And the Magician here, this again is what this channel is all about. This is really pulling up your magic from the depths. And it's also about healing, because the more healing that you do, the deeper you go in your process of clearing out any sort of resentment, any shadows. And of course, we're all going to have shadows as we move through life. But this is about looking at yourself in the reflection, and instead of saying, I can't do something, you're saying, I can. And you're trusting, you're giving more faith in the divine. So with temperance, this is also alchemy. You have big alchemy energy. And you are really co-creating with the universe right now. And you haven't lost your empathy. You haven't lost your core values. In fact, I think that it has just gotten stronger, but you are allowing yourself to give that Piscean nature, give that softness, give that unconditional love to the people and situations that deserve it. But you are also standing up for yourself. You're standing up for what you're creating, and you're not giving up. You're really putting a lot into your development right now. So I love this. Put that down in the comments. I am the magic. I love this. Woohoo! Okay. And also, if this reading is resonating, please like, share, subscribe. And yeah. Oh, I love this. I want to clarify what's being illuminated for Pisces, the sun. 6 of Wands. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Pisces. Because you let a tower fall, because you let a situation go and you said it is what it is, I have to let it fall. I can't save everybody. Now you're like, I have to put my energy forward and focus on my success, focus on what it is that I'm doing. And I feel like people are watching you. People are watching you build this success because you took really big risks. And I think that that scares people because it illuminates their fears. It illuminates you also have mirror energy here too. In the light seers, you have the mirror with the magician. It illuminates the limitations within other people. Because in the traditional Rider-Waite, you have people like onlookers back here looking, and they're like, you know, what is Pisces doing? Like, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna judge you for something. So again, give them a show, because you're in your bad bitch era, Pisces. Like, own that, claim it. And I also feel on the other side of the coin is the Queen of Swords. You had to up level. You had to embody the Queen of Swords archetype, which is all about boundaries, cutting things off that don't deserve your time or energy. You had to really cultivate that in your field to be able to stand in your power, because you have two queens here. You have the Queen of Wands and you have the Queen of Cups. But in order to be able to shine, in order to be able to put your light out there, you have to be able to discern those people who don't have your best interest at heart. And you also have to protect yourself. If you gave all of your energy away, you wouldn't have any more for yourself or for, you know, the situations that really matter. And I feel like you're also putting yourself more on display. You are letting people see you in your power, in your truth. And you are just letting spirit, you know, kind of run the show. I also feel like there's big trust energy here, Pisces. All right. Yeah, or audacity. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what else is here for Pisces? Let's see. The Hermit. Yep. I knew it. You're being a little bit more isolated. You are pulling your energy back. You are really, I feel like you are cloaked. You aren't as, you aren't taking on so many other energies right now. You are really, and I feel like you're also kind of limiting social media because you can feel that it has been taking on too much of your energy. But I think that you are being called to rise up and to embrace a new way of life. Spirit, what advice is here for Pisces? Surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Yes. Instead of forcing, instead of trying to make something happen, ooh, you're receiving what it is that you need. And when something exits your life, it is always to make room for more growth, for something that is more aligned for you. And then you have soar. Yeah. Spirit's like, all right, we're moving these parts around. It's like a shuffleboard. And that can feel a little like, oh, my foundation is changing. But Pisces, you're mutable. You know, you flow with the change. You flow with your intuitive nudges, and you know that Spirit has a bigger plan. So, all right, Pisces, that's what I got for you. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, hypnotherapy, Reiki, the link for it is in the description box below. But I will see you on the next one. Blessed be. Bye.